Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this morning.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, April 22nd, 2024. Checking in now with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at our early morning forecast. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Alexandra. Kind of a half and half weekend. Boy, Saturday was chilly, wasn't it? We had plenty of clouds and high temperatures only in the lower 40s, 43 in the Cross. And then yesterday, sunshine returned and temperatures responded nicely, warming about, almost 20 degrees over what we saw on Saturday with that high of 62 in the Cross, 61 in Eau Claire and Black River Falls, also 61 in Winona, and 55 in Viroqua, 59 in Decorah. Skies are mostly clear to start this Monday, just some high clouds off in the distance. Again, the numbers from yesterday, 62 after another cold start, 29 the morning low. Averages are 63 and 41. Sunrise time this morning in about 10 minutes or so. Now, clouds will be on the increase as the day progresses, so will the wind, and eventually a frontal boundary and system will bring a chance for some light rain showers. You can see them over the Dakotas. That'll arrive late this afternoon and into this evening. Current temps only in the low 20s in our traditional colder spots of the north and east, Sparta and Black River Falls. Most of us in the 30s, 33 in Eau Claire, 34 in Winona, 36 in the Cross, and 32 in Prairie du Chien. And we will see highs in the mid-60s, right around 66. Again, that chance of showers later today into this evening. I will have many more details of my 8-day forecast that's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Bill, we will see you then. Thank you. Time now for the stories making headlines this morning. Vice President Kamala Harris making a stop in La Crosse today to highlight the fight for reproductive freedom. This will be the vice president's third visit to the Badger State this year. She's expected to focus on abortion rights, the economy, and health care. The vice president has been touring the country in recent days to make the case that Donald Trump did this in reference to the overturning of Roe v. Wade and to warn of the impact of state abortion bans that have been enacted since the Supreme Court decision in 2022. Further details on the vice president's itinerary and the timing of today's event have not been released. House Republicans are divided over Speaker Mike Johnson this morning after the House passed a set of aid bills over the weekend. Those bills would provide more aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, and they would also ban TikTok from U.S. app stores unless the platform disassociates with its parent company, ByteDance. The legislation passed through the chamber with Democrat support and a vote of 311 to 112, with one member voting present. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he plans on bringing the set of bills to the floor as soon as tomorrow. The bill also has a strong chance of becoming law since President Biden has slung his support for it. Another historic day in Manhattan, where opening statements are set to begin soon in former President Donald Trump's criminal trial. Last week, a jury of 12 New Yorkers and 6 alternates were chosen to decide Trump's fate. He's been charged with falsifying business records to hide an alleged affair ahead of the 2016 presidential election. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette has more on what to expect from outside of the courthouse.
Prosecutors in Manhattan are getting ready to present their case against former President Donald Trump to a panel of 7 men and 5 women jurors.
The judge wants us to go as fast as possible.
The former president faces 34 counts of falsifying business records. Prosecutors accuse him of funneling hush money through former lawyer Michael Cohen to adult film star Stormy Daniels to hide an alleged affair before the 2016 presidential election. Trump denies the affair and has pleaded not guilty.
This is really a concerted witch hunt.
CBS News has learned the prosecution is expected to call former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker as its first witness as soon as today. He's expected to testify about an alleged catch-and-kill scheme to purchase negative stories about Trump during the campaign and suppress them. Other prosecution witnesses include Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels. The former president has also said he'd like to testify in his own defense.
He has made so many social media posts that in cross-examination, he could be shown to be totally inconsistent. I would never put him on the witness stand if he were my client.
The trial has kept Trump from the campaign trail.
I think we're going to have to just do a rain check. I'm so sad.
A planned return to the stage over the weekend in North Carolina was thwarted by bad weather.
Today, another New York judge will hear arguments in a civil fraud case regarding former President Trump's business dealings in the state of New York. The state's Attorney General, Letitia James, has asked the judge to reject a $175 million bond in that case out of financial concerns for the company holding the bond. Trump has appealed the order to pay $460 million in the case after the judge ruled that he misrepresented the value of his assets. And back here closer to home, if you've got brush to dispose of, you have less than 30 minutes to get it outside to be picked up by the city. Residents should place properly bundled brush near the curb by 6:30 this morning to ensure pickup. Brush must be tied in bundles with cotton string, be less than 4 feet long and under 50 pounds. Loose piles of brush, tree trunks, stumps, roots, shrubs, and bushes won't be collected. After today, brush must be taken to the city drop-off site or county landfill for the rest of the brush season. That lasts until May 3rd. After nearly 2 months of construction, Lansing's Blackhawk Bridge is finally back open to traffic this morning. In late February, you may remember, the bridge connecting Lansing, Iowa and Crawford County, Wisconsin was closed due to structural concerns with 2 of the bridge's piers. Crews reinforced those piers, which now reach more than 100 feet down to bedrock, compared to just 40 feet before. After inspection, the bridge was deemed safe to reopen, shutting down the temporary water taxi service. A new bridge is being built right next to the outdated Blackhawk Bridge. Construction on that set to finish in 2027. Dogs and their owners gathered at the Toma Dog Park yesterday for Paws for Sharp, an event aimed at raising awareness about domestic violence impacting both people and their pets. The Army's Sexual Harassment, Assault Response and Prevention Program hosted activities like a dog agility course while providing resources for people in need. Organizers say the event highlights the connection between the well-being of people and their pets, bringing a serious topic to light in an interactive community forum.
To share best practices and promote awareness of domestic violence, sexual assault, sexual harassment, as well as animal abuse, and the resources available for both human and domestic animal victims of violence.
Carlson adds this is their first event. They hope to continue it. The American Red Cross is making sure the Cooley region is safe from house fires. Red Cross volunteers partnered with the La Crosse and Onalaska fire departments for the annual Sound the Alarms program this weekend. Residents could sign up to have smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors installed for free. Home fires claim 7 lives every day in this country, but having working smoke alarms can cut that risk of death by half. There's normally only 2 minutes to escape a house fire. So in addition to installing these new alarms, volunteers also help families create fire escape plans.
It's good to have conversations with everybody in your household. Do people know what to do when that smoke alarm goes off? Do your kids know what that sound means? Do they know the difference between the chirping when your battery is dying versus when that smoke alarm is actually telling you there's danger and you need to get out to your meeting place?
They have more than 90 appointments scheduled with residents of the county, but there are still hundreds more free smoke alarms to be given out. If you want one, you can head to news8000.com to find out how. A picture-perfect ceremony unveiled the winner of an art competition held by the office of Congressman Derek Van Orden for students in Wisconsin's 3rd District. Young artists had the chance to submit their masterpieces, with the top entry announced Saturday. Eau Claire student Audrey took home the prize for her winning work of art.
Part of it was because I really like Washington, D.C., and I kind of just wanted to go. And part of it was just, I don't know, I really enjoy showing my artwork to other people.
Congressman Van Orden's office organized the event to celebrate the importance of arts education and to provide a platform for budding artists to shine. The time now is 6:08. Still ahead on your morning news. Which new flicks brought the heat at the weekend box office? And did they have what it takes to topple the reigning champs? We'll break down the numbers and crown the box office winners next. And brace yourself for sticker shock. The cost of putting a car in your driveway, whether new or used, is hitting record highs. Coming up, we will take a look at what's behind it. And for now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Today is the start of Passover. The Jewish holiday starts at sundown tonight. Typically coinciding with Easter, this year's Passover is a little later than usual because of the lunar cycle. Passover commemorates the biblical story of the Jewish people's escape from slavery in ancient Egypt. Passover will continue until Tuesday, April 30th. And don't go anywhere. Your consumer news is after the break.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it is showing some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card for every $100 spent on Scotts products, like Scotts Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Or Scotts Naturescapes Mulch, 3 for $10. Save even more with mail-in rebate. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $2,750 cash allowance, plus $2,250 trade assistance on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Welcome back and a good Monday morning to you. It is currently 6:12. A check of that schoolcast for today. Do have the little ones prepared for a slight chance for a shower later this afternoon. May hold off until they're already home from school, but maybe just have it handy just in case. And temperatures this morning primarily in the 30s with a mostly sunny start and then increasing clouds and increasing wind through the day. 61 at lunchtime, afternoon highs around 66 degrees. So dry this morning. Slight chance for some showers later today into this evening, so I've got yellow pause during that time frame for my dog walking forecast. Looks like Duchess and Luke have a little case of the Mondays, or maybe they just played too hard yesterday with the nicer conditions on our Sunday. They are from Lewiston, Minnesota, by the way, and eventually once they get a little bit of energy, which I'm sure being a dog, that won't happen, or that won't take long to happen, I should say. Hoping to walk with Michelle at some point. Just a few high clouds off in the distance, but what you need to know today, slight chance of showers later this afternoon into this evening, increasing wind today as well, and still breezy tomorrow, and another chance for some showers, maybe a thunder shower, especially tomorrow afternoon and early evening. Satellite radar showing clouds on the increase through the daytime hours and eventually these light rain showers over the Dakotas. That's what's going to bring our slight chance of precip later this afternoon into this evening. Current temps in the lower 20s in our traditional colder spots. Most spots in the 30s though. 33 in Eau Claire, 36 in La Crosse, and 37 in Viroqua. Again, that slight chance of later day showers and turning rather windy as well with highs around 66 degrees. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast coming up in, well, just over 3.5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, 3 new films challenged the current champ at the box office over the weekend. The new animated action comedy Spy Family Code White ranked 5th, raking in $4.9 million. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare taking home $9.4 million. And Godzilla Kong, The New Empire, took 3rd this weekend with $9.5 million. Abigail also opened this weekend, taking 2nd place with $10.2 million. And finally, Civil War kept the top spot for the 2nd weekend in a row, making $11.1 million. Elon Musk postponing his planned trip to India. Tesla's CEO was expected to meet with India's Prime Minister this week over plans to build a new Tesla factory in the country, as well as meeting with leaders of an Indian space tech startup. Musk posting on X over the weekend, though, that, quote, very heavy Tesla obligations require the visit to India be delayed, and that he looks forward to visiting the country later this year. Workers at Volkswagen's Chattanooga, Tennessee plant are now members of the United Auto Workers Union. 73% of the plant workers who cast their ballots voted to join the union. The recent move is a major breakthrough in the union's effort to organize workers at plants nationwide. Currently, there are about the same number of workers at non-union auto plants in the U.S. as there are at American plants of the 3 unionized automakers. That's General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis. And drivers are facing the worst sticker shock in a generation. Used car prices now 25% higher than just 5 years ago, plus loan interest rates are way up, and insurance prices also skyrocketing. Jeff Wynn explains why.
There you go. There you go. Karen and Marissa Hood and baby Noah have been looking for a new car since January, only to find sticker shock.
Now you're looking at the payments and it's just kind of crazy.
Last month, the average price of a new car was just under $47,000, and the average new car payment was north of $700. Also in March, the average interest rate for a new car loan was more than 7%, used nearly 12%. As for finding something affordable,
the 20,000 vehicle's dead. If you want a $20,000 vehicle, you're buying a used car.
What will it take for prices to turn around?
In the end, if consumers don't buy, prices will come down.
Things may be turning around. Bo Bachman owns a car dealership group in Los Angeles where inventory has been sitting longer.
Now we're getting incentives back. Most of our interest rates are between 2.9 and 0%.
But then there's the cost of insurance. The latest Consumer Price Index shows a 22% increase over last year.
Safety features, do they affect insurance rates?
There's backup cameras, there's sensors. All these things cost quite a bit more to repair. So a bumper went from being $1,000 repair to maybe a $10,000, $20,000 repair.
Come here.
The Hoods recently purchased a used Tesla. They're looking to add a 3-year-old Ford Explorer priced at $40,000.
We're looking at new cars and we realized that we could get 2 used cars.
The New York Fed says auto loan delinquencies are at their highest level since 2008 because of higher prices and ballooning interest rates.
Not good news if you're in the market for a new car. That wraps up your morning consumer news. Time now is 6:17. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl, who has a look at our forecast for us. Hi, Bill.
Hello, Alexandra. Looking at the April high temperatures so far this month of April, we were cool last Thursday, Friday, and boy, Saturday wasn't the greatest, was it? We had cloud cover and a high of only 43 degrees, but yesterday about 20 degrees warmer with that high of 62. And by the way, that was right on average. So here are the numbers so far this month. 9 days below average, 1 day yesterday right at average, and 11 days above average. We're looking at above average readings for today. We're going to start with some sunshine, but you can see some high clouds off in the distance there. 36 degrees at the airport and downtown at the station. Winds out of the south at around 6 miles per hour, but those will be increasing, and the Mississippi is rising in La Crosse 6.85 feet. 33 for you folks in Eau Claire with a mainly clear sky, and your wind is currently calm. So temperatures in the 30s for most early this morning, although our traditional colder spots are in the lower 20s, Black River Falls and Sparta. And again, we've had several mornings with readings near or below freezing. And it looks like tonight's not going to be as cold, but then tomorrow night we could be right around freezing once again. So again, you might want to hold off on those growing or planting season plans until about Mother's Day weekend is usually the safest bet to wait until then. Winds will start to pick up from the south and southwest today. In fact, a wind advisory for parts of southeastern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa, where winds there could gust 30, 40, even 45 miles per hour. It does include Fillmore and Winneshiek counties, and that's in effect from 11 o'clock this morning through 5 o'clock this afternoon. The rest of the region will be quite breezy as well, by the way. Just because you're not under that advisory doesn't mean you're going to escape the wind. Clouds will be on the increase as well, and eventually those rain showers you see over the Dakotas will move in later this afternoon into this evening as a fairly vigorous low tracks south and southeast across southern Canada and causes that cold front to approach with the moisture. Not a lot of moisture for this system to work with. That's why the rain coverage should only be about 30, maybe 40% later today into this evening. In fact, Sky Tracker just kind of shows that little batch of green moving through, and then mainly dry overnight with a partly cloudy sky. And then as that low spins by just to our north, another little batch of showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm as we head into Tuesday afternoon and early evening. But again, they'll be kind of hit and miss. In fact, Rain Tracker shows the potential for rainfall today and tomorrow, generally less than 1/10 of an inch, so not a lot. Zone forecast showing temperatures a bit above average with highs around 66 or 67 degrees in the La Crosse area, and pretty much all 65 of our zone forecast fly-through communities will see highs between about 62 and perhaps 68 degrees in a few isolated spots. So for today, increasing clouds, increasing wind, that slight chance of showers late this afternoon, 66 for the high. Small chance for a shower this evening, otherwise partly cloudy and milder overnight, lows in the 40s for most. Tomorrow, breezy, chance of afternoon showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, 63. Again, more frost and freeze potential Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Upper 50s and dry on Wednesday. Back in the 60s Thursday. Then it gets unsettled. Good chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday. And still, chances for periodic showers and thunderstorms through the weekend. And perhaps some lingering showers into Monday of next week. But overall, a fairly typical mid to late April forecast over the next 8 days. Alexandra?
All right, Bill, thank you. The time now is 6:21. Still ahead on your morning news. A cutting-edge device giving hope to patients in need by reviving organs previously considered unsuitable for transplant. In your morning medical news, we'll unveil this game-changing technology and explore how it's helping close the gap between organ supply and demand.
Coming up in sports, the Milwaukee Bucks officially started their playoff run. No Giannis, but Dame Lillard put up some shots you won't want to miss. That and more coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain, and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
It's spring bonus season. Time to take control of your spring in a new Ford SUV. Get started with exclusive spring bonus offers at your local Northland Ford dealers. Then own the season behind the wheel of your new Ford. Whether you're looking for new adventures or dominating the day-to-day, there's a Ford SUV waiting for you at your local Northland Ford dealers. Get in the driver's seat today. Now, give 1.9% financing for 66 months plus $3,000 flex buy cash on a new Ford Edge. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
morning blitz. The NBA playoffs are officially here, and the Bucks look to make a statement despite not having their star guy in Giannis. Giannis trying to fight back from a calf strain and was ruled out for yesterday's game against the Pacers. Let's go to Pfizer Forum. An up-and-down season for Milwaukee, but this is where it really counts. And Dame Lillard making his Bucks playoff debut, and it's everything you could want. Lillard taking the ball up the court, right past the defense, bucket plus the foul. Milwaukee takes a 5-point lead. First quarter winding down, and Lillard gonna do his thing. Fakes out the defense, step back three, and that's nothing but net. The fans were loving it. Bucks go up 9, and Lillard didn't stop there. Second quarter now, Milwaukee up 13. Pacers forcing the double team. Dame passes it out, but they give it right back, and he pulls up from the parking lot and nails it. Milwaukee goes up 20. And then a few minutes later, Lillard feeling out the defense, pulls up from deep, count it, plus the foul. Bucks would go up 29. Lillard would have 35 points all in the first half. And in the second half, Milwaukee would run away with it. Malik Beasley in the corner. That's good for 3. The Bucks go on to win 109-94. A big game one for a team that had a lot of concerns entering the series, but they made a statement last night. Lillard had the big first half, but Chris Middleton would add 23 points. And Milwaukee has to be feeling good after that one. Game 2 set for Tuesday night at 7:30. Timberwolves also in action for their Game 2 tomorrow night. They got a big win in Game 1 where Anthony Edwards was putting on a show, scoring 33 points and taking over the game in the third quarter. If they can get a win on Tuesday, they'll also be feeling really good. That one's set for 6:30. UWL is spending their Sunday at the ballpark. Also senior day for a couple of Eagles up against a Whitewater squad that's 25-5 on the year. First inning, UWL down 1. But in steps George Seaman with the bases loaded, and Seaman crushes this baseball. That finds the gap in center field. All 3 runs are going to come in to score as Seaman's RBI double gives UWL a 3-1 lead. 2 batters later, and Logan Pye gets one through to the outfield. Seaman rounds third. He comes in to score. UWL goes up 3, but Whitewater would fight their way back, scoring in 4 straight innings as the Warhawks would take game 1 10-7. Let's go to St. Louis. Brewers up against the Cardinals. First inning action, 2 on for Lars Nootbaar, and he's going to crush this ball to center field, high and deep. But check out Blake Perkins. Makes a big-time catch to rob a home run. This one stays scoreless. For the Brewer offense, not a lot going for them yesterday. Sonny Gray was dicing them up, finished the game with 12 strikeouts. But in the 7th inning, Milwaukee would finally break through. 2 men on for Owen Miller, and Miller gets a base hit through to left field. 2 runners come in to score. Milwaukee takes a 2-0 lead. 9th inning now. Piamps comes in to close it out. Ground ball to first, and that's the game. Brewers win again, 2-0. They'll start a 4-game series with Pittsburgh starting later today. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic. Which car and driver called fun to drive? There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Everyone wants to hire people who are ready to work and passionate about what they do. People that are ready for an opportunity, a job, a career. They just need you to believe in them. Thinkability Wisconsin, providing workforce support for people with disabilities and their employers. They're ready to work and shape the future, All you have to do is start with yes. Join the movement at thinkabilitywi.org.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
What if antibodies from sharks cured cancer? What if breast cancer was prevented with a vaccine? What if new science became clinical trials in real time? At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, we search the depths of the ocean, the edges of space, turning possibilities into life-saving solutions and what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
Knutson Roofing, locally owned with 18 years of experience to get your project done right the first time. Whether it's roofing, window, or siding installation, we offer reliable, dependable, and quality work we stand behind. Knutson Roofing. Call or visit us online today.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. A new study suggests that cow manure might be doing more than just fertilizing fields. It could be boosting the health of dairy farmers. Research from Marshfield Clinic found farmers had higher levels of beneficial gut bacteria, likely due to close contact with cows in their waste. The study, one of the largest of its kind, also found increased levels of bacteria that may protect against sinus infections. The Environmental Protection Agency releasing new guidelines that now designate the two forever chemicals, PFOA and PFOS, as hazardous. That new designation gives the EPA the authority to investigate and clean up sites polluted with them under the federal Superfund law. It also makes it easier for the agency to force companies to pay for that cleanup. PFOS have been linked to a number of health issues, including cancer, heart disease, and reproductive problems. The CDC estimates that those chemicals found in the bloodstreams of nearly 97% of Americans. April is Donate Life Month, highlighting the importance for people to register as an organ, eye, or tissue donor. More than 100,000 people are on the national transplant waiting list. Now, technology is helping make more organs viable so more lives can be saved. Bradley Blackburn has one man's story for us.
World-renowned ornithologist Eduardo Inigo Elias can't wait to get back to doing the job he loves, studying birds. A gift from an organ donor has given him a second chance.
So thankful, number one, for the organ donor and his family. I want to thank him for this opportunity to extend the lease of my life, and my family is very grateful.
Eduardo had severe liver cirrhosis from non-alcoholic liver disease. He spent more than 6 years on the transplant list waiting for a new liver.
Deteriorating and getting sicker.
When the call finally came that a donor liver was available, doctors determined the organ's fat content compromised its viability.
We try to use every organ, but there are certain organs that can't be used, like a fatty liver, like an older liver.
Dr. Leona Kim Schluger is the Associate Director of the Recanati Miller Transplantation Institute at Mount Sinai, where surgeons used a new technology called organ perfusion on the donated liver.
This machine allows the organs to be literally cleansed. You're putting in nutrients, you're putting in oxygen, you're measuring the viability of the organ. It allows us to use many more organs, and obviously the more organs you have, the more lives you save.
It's been more than a year and a half since Eduardo's transplant, and while he's had some complications, he's very grateful.
I just took a 45-minute walk in Central Park, birding. I don't have any more complications. My medications are working, my liver functions are normal, my energy is back, everything is just perfect.
And he hopes sharing his story encourages more people to sign up to be an organ donor.
You can register in the National Donate Life Registry at registerme.org. Any person 18 and older can register to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Book lovers in La Crosse had a chance to stock up on their favorite reads this weekend at the Friends of La Crosse Public Library's spring book sale. The volunteers funds for the public library and helps support the library's ongoing programs. The coordinator for the book sale says she enjoys meeting everyone who stops by.
Meeting all the customers from all over the region, and it's just a friendly, fun place to be, as it is to volunteer, too. The volunteers have a good time down here.
All books from the sale were donated from the public. Adult hardback books were $1 and paperbacks were 25 cents. Children and teen books were 50 cents for hardbacks and 25 cents for paper. St. Charles School welcomed spring with its annual carnival fundraiser over the weekend, a tradition going strong now for nearly 4 decades. Kids enjoyed games and prizes while raising money for field trips, school equipment, and teacher supplies. As one organizer noted, reaching their fundraising goal is crucial for supporting the school's needs.
Our goal is to raise enough money to help make sure that the teachers are paid next year and that the kids can go on a couple different field trips and a couple different things that we want to help make sure that the kids get for their school year.
Between 30 to 50 people volunteered to help make the carnival happen. Officials expect anywhere from 400 to 500 people were in attendance. Time now is 6:35. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us what to expect for our morning commute. I had to dig my sunglasses out this weekend, Bill.
Yeah, what a change from Saturday to yesterday. About 20 degrees warmer, and yeah, that sunshine always makes it feel even nicer. We're going to start today with some sunshine. Looking through CityCam, you can see some high clouds off to the west there, and those clouds will be on the increase through the day. But in the short term, that morning commute, most of you will need those sunglasses this morning. And not only will the clouds be on the increase, but so will the wind increase through the day, and eventually a slight chance for some showers later this afternoon into this evening. That may make for a wet evening commute for some spots. Otherwise, expect temperatures in the mid-60s this afternoon. So clouds increasing from the north and west, and eventually some of these rain showers over the Dakotas. That's what will move into the area late today into this evening. It is cold to the north and east, 21 in Black River Falls and Sparta. Most of us in the 30s, 33 in Eau Claire, 32 in Winona, 36 in La Crosse, and 37 in Viroqua. And we will see highs today, again, around 66 degrees with that slight chance of showers late this afternoon into this evening. I will have the rest of my 8-day forecast on the other side of the break. First of all, back to you.
And before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8, starting with Zelma Jean, turning 8 months old today. She loves to take walks outside and being around the family dog. Natalie is turning 8 years old. She loves being outside and rollerblading. And Avery is also turning 8. She loves to ride horses and do gymnastics. And Maddie, also turning 8, she loves playing basketball, football, and welding with her grandpa. Happy birthday. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button underneath the Home tab. Coming up, we're joined in studio by the CEO of Family and Children's Center to discuss the organization's efforts during this Child Abuse Prevention Month, from raising awareness through powerful visual displays to collaborating with local organizations. FCC is at the forefront of creating better tomorrows for children and families in our area.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments, like devouring your first slice of crispy oven-baked taco pizza loaded with 7 layers of classic taco toppings. Or your wedding. Both are life-changing. One-of-a-kind new taco pizza, only at Taco John's.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like 40-pound bags of Blaine's brand wild bird food, just $16.99. $5 off 36-pound bags of Estate Weed and Feed or lawn fertilizer. Save $50 on this DeWalt pressure washer and power up with Blaine's Farm and Fleet vehicle batteries, starting at $43.99. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
Andy Pitts here at Chrysler Winona.
During the Jeep Celebration event, you can lease a new Jeep Compass Limited with heated leather seats, remote start, and Apple CarPlay for $299 per month with $29.99 down. Need a pickup? A new Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, just $499 per month with $29.99 down. So stop by and drive one today at Chrysler Winona, downtown Winona.
We put a smile on your face.
So rich, so indulgent. It's new Olay Body Wash. Silky, indulgent moisture. Bye-bye dry skin. Hello glow in just 14 days. Indulge with Olay Body Wash.
Want to know a secret? More than just my armpits stink. That's why I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant everywhere.
4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend Whole Body Deodorant, which gives you 72-hour odor protection from your pits to your...
Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
I've always been a storyteller. I capture those beautiful moments, things other people miss. My health took an unexpected turn, but my care team put my needs in focus, designing solutions to support my ambitions. Now that's just a footnote in my journey, a small part of a story that's still being written. UW Health, remarkable.
Hey, welcome back and a good Monday morning to you. It is 6:40. Check out that allergy report. Medium symptoms across the board today and tomorrow for poplar, juniper, and tree pollen in general. Although the latest samples, juniper pollen counts are falling, maple and hackberry counts are increasing. So just something to keep in mind if you're sensitive to any of those pollens. Mowing forecast, a slight chance for some showers this afternoon and evening, and again tomorrow afternoon and evening. So I've got yellow lights there. 66 today, 63 tomorrow, and then dry Wednesday with a mostly sunny sky, highs around 58. We'll see plenty of dry time though, both today and tomorrow. So if you do need to mow, you should be able to squeeze in that job for sure. 36 degrees out at the airport and downtown. Winds out of the south at 6. Those will be increasing through the day, and the Mississippi rising 6.85 feet. Pair of threes for you folks in Eau Claire with a mainly clear sky, and your wind is currently calm. Now temperatures in the 30s for most of us this morning, but our traditional colder spots are in the lower 20s. Black River Falls Airport and Sparta Fort McCoy, 30 at Volk Field, 32 in Winona, 37 in Viroqua, and 33 in Prairie du Chien. And winds will start to ramp up from the south and southwest gradually through the day. In fact, a wind advisory for parts of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa from 11 o'clock this morning to 5 o'clock this evening. It does include Fillmore and Winneshiek counties in our viewing area. Winds could gust 20 to 30, even 40, 45 miles per hour in those areas. But it will be rather breezy region-wide. And with some lower humidity, put off those burning plans. In fact, today and tomorrow, still on the breezy side. Now, clouds will increase through the day. Eventually, some of these rain showers over the Dakotas, those will come into play later this afternoon into this evening as a couple of frontal boundaries approach with another vigorous low over southern Canada. That's what's going to help increase the winds today and keep it breezy tomorrow. Sky Tracker shows dry through most of the day, and then after about 3 o'clock or so, that slight chance of showers racing east across the area through the dinner hour and exiting to the east by about 7 or 8 p.m. Partly cloudy and dry overnight, and then tomorrow's that low spins by just to our north. Another chance for some hit and miss showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, primarily during the afternoon and early evening. Rain trackers showing precipitation today and tomorrow will be light, generally less than 1/10 of an inch in most locations. And zone forecast showing highs today in the 60s for most, 66 in the La Crosse area. And most of our 65 communities here will see highs between about 62 and 67, maybe even an isolated 68-degree reading in some spots. So for today, increasing clouds, increasing wind, slight chance of showers late this afternoon, a high of 66. Slight chance of showers this evening, otherwise partly cloudy and milder overnight. Lows around 47, a lot of bright moonlight. Breezy tomorrow with that slight chance of showers in the afternoon, 63. Another frost and or freeze potential Tuesday night into Wednesday morning with lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, upper 50s and dry on Wednesday, back in the 60s Thursday and through the weekend, but it gets active again. Good chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday, and still a chance of periodic rain showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday, even lingering showers into Monday as well. That's the latest check of my 8-day forecast. Now here's Alexandra with a special guest in studio this morning.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and a staggering statistic reveals 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 13 boys will become victims of child abuse. Family and Children's Center in Winona is dedicated to protecting and supporting these children as they strive for better tomorrows. Tita Utah, President CEO of FCC, is here now to tell us more about the organization's efforts. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, so just tell us a little bit about what FCC is doing this month.
Family and Children's Center is trying to create an awareness that child abuse does not belong in our community. It doesn't belong anywhere but in our community as well. And one of the things we're doing is planting these blue silhouettes of children as a visual reminder that, again, child abuse has no place here.
And those have been planted, as you say, kind of around different communities in our area, right?
Right. They've been planted at all of our sites, and so in La Crosse and in Winona, and they're on our lawns. And again, visual reminder that it does not belong here.
Okay, and a few other events going on this month to raise awareness. What can you tell us about that?
Certainly, some of the things that are happening is there's a Hands Are For art contest, and kids come together and make hand drawings, and it's about positive use of hands. Where there's also a walk in Winona to prevent child abuse and neglect, and there's a blue ribbon breakfast that we are part of with the Child Abuse Prevention Task Force that's occurring. All these things can be certainly found on our website at fcconline.org.
Okay, great. What other ways can people get involved if they want to support you, maybe beyond this month?
Certainly, I think, you know, get involved in your community, right? Give us a call. We can offer trainings to companies and to families and parents. We offer, we have programming that could be supported. Our child advocacy centers, which works with children that have been suspected of maltreatment and abuse. We also have a Healthy Families program that folks can get involved with or know about, and that Healthy Families program works as an intensive home visiting program. So we have programs, we can offer trainings, we do teachings for parents and teaching parenting skills. There's a variety of things, and certainly monetary support will help our programming continue.
Okay, lots of ways for people to get involved.
Absolutely.
And then tell us a little bit more about other services that FCC offers.
Family and Children's Center has over 20 different programs. We're in 5 communities and we have 7 sites. We provide a continuum of care, services from early intervention, prevention, treatment programming, and beyond. And so we have the whole gamut. We work with children, individuals, families across the continuum of services. So we have the prevention programming that I already mentioned, and we have residential programming as well for adults with severe and persistent mental illness.
Okay, and then you also do collaborations with other organizations like Winona State. So what can you tell us about that?
That collaboration is part of that Child Abuse Prevention Walk that we're going to be a part of in the coming within the next month. So we're excited about that. Winona State is a great partner overall. You know, we work closely with them, trainings and get interns and various things, do outpatient work with them. And so it's just, we do a lot of different things with many of the partners within our community because it's a community issue we need to all pull together.
Okay, and we know, you know, if you see something, say something is super important. So if somebody does suspect someone is being abused, what's the first step that they should take?
You know, they should call somebody and they need to report it. You know, child abuse is an underreported crime. 2 out of 3 cases of abuse don't get reported, and people are fearful of false reports. They're fearing that the system might not be able to handle it, and they may not know, is it child abuse or isn't it? I'm not sure. And so the definition of abuse can get murky for folks. So our best advice, my best advice is if you see something, say something, reach out, talk to somebody, get that child the help they need.
Okay, very important. And then what was your website one more time?
fcconline.org.
Okay, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having me.
All right, stay with us. We're back after this.
On CBS Mornings, we have a big show for you on this Earth Day. Record high global temperatures are warming our oceans and threatening vital marine life. We will take a look at the worldwide effort to protect ecosystems in our planet's oceans as they become more and more fragile. Plus, David Begnaud is back. This time, he will introduce us to a man known as the Toy Man. He shows us how the California man has spent 3 decades helping those in need and the incredible story behind why he does it. And I got to sit down with one of the best basketball players in the world. I caught up with Knicks star Jalen Brunson to talk about his lifelong dream to join the NBA as an elite player and how his father helped make that a reality. We will have everything you need to know and more on the show. We'll see you at 7.
Got some good advice for you today. If a stranger calls you and tells you you've won a prize, or tells you you're in trouble with the law, or tells you that your grandson is in a Texas jail, hang up. You're being scammed. They're going to eventually ask you for money, and once you give them this money, it's gone. It's gone forever, and nothing can be done. So if you're ever tempted to give one of these folks money, call me, and I'll talk you through the scam, and let's save your money.
You just have to get in the seat of a John Deere 1 Series tractor. Not because of how easy it is to use, or because of our expert dealers. Not even because it has implements for every job. You just have to get in the seat, because breaking ground on your dream home feels pretty great.
Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a Deere. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Wake up to friends every single morning. Amy is honest.
You train like you're a professional athlete.
You never know when I'm going to get the call into the big leagues.
Yeah, but how old are you?
If she doesn't agree, she tells me to my face. Garth Brooks, #1.
George Strait, #1.
She's got your back, but she will also check me if I need it.
Yes.
It's just a lot of fun every single morning.
Totally agree.
Come hang with us. Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
It took 34 years to change this place from worn out to wonderful, slow and steady to keep overhead low. The same slow, steady growth has grown us to the best team of home improvement professionals in the region, over 80 today. Voted best in La Crosse because of exceptional quality and unexpected low prices. Whatever your next project, contact us today for a prompt free estimate. You have a problem, we have the solution. Better than you imagined for less than you expected. Contact the board store today.
It's the most important job in the city, but no one wanted it.
As write-ins, I think we saw that it is your vote. Every single vote is critical.
The mayor's election in Fountain City was decided by write-in votes. But what message does the lack of candidates send to the community and their representation? Thursday on News 8 Now at 6, a closer look at the effort to revitalize public involvement in small-town government and keeping those communities healthy and vibrant. Thursday at 6.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. House Republicans are divided over Speaker Mike Johnson this morning after the House passed a set of aid bills over the weekend. Those bills would provide more aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, would also ban the social media site TikTok from U.S. app stores unless the platform disassociates from its Chinese-based parent company. The legislation passed through the chamber with Democrat support in a vote of 311 to 112, with one member voting present. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he plans on bringing the set of bills to the floor as soon as tomorrow. The bill also has a strong chance of becoming law, since President Biden has also slung his support behind it. Happening today, Vice President Kamala Harris will make a stop in La Crosse, highlighting the fight for reproductive freedom. This will be the Vice President's third visit to the Badger State this year. She's expected to focus on abortion rights, the economy, and health care. The Vice President has been touring the country in recent days to make the case that Donald Trump did this in reference to the overturning of Roe v. Wade and to warn of the impact of state abortion bans that have been enacted since the Supreme Court's 2022 decision. Further details on the Vice President's itinerary and the timing of today's events have not been released. If you've got brush to dispose of, it has to be outside right now. Residents should properly place their bundled brush near the curb. They needed to do that by 6:30 this morning to ensure pickup. Brush must be tied in bundles with cotton string, be less than 4 feet long, and weigh less than 50 pounds. Loose piles of brush, tree trunks, stumps, roots, shrubs, and bushes won't be collected. After today, brush must be taken to the city drop-off site or the county landfill for the rest of the brush season. That lasts until May 3rd. After nearly 2 months of construction, Lansing's Black Hawk Bridge is finally back open to traffic this morning. In late February, the bridge connecting Lansing, Iowa and Crawford County, Wisconsin was closed due to structural concerns with 2 of the bridge's piers. Crews reinforced those piers, which now reach over 100 feet down to bedrock compared to just 40 feet before. After being inspected, the bridge was deemed safe to reopen, shutting down the temporary water taxi system in place. A new bridge is being built right next to the outdated Blackhawk Bridge. Construction on that set to finish in 2027. The American Red Cross is making sure the Coulee region is safe from house fires. Red Cross volunteers partnered with the La Crosse and Onalaska fire departments for the annual Sound the Alarm program. Residents signed up to have smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors installed for free. Home fires claim 7 lives every day in this country, but having working smoke alarms can cut the risk of death by half. There is normally only 2 minutes to escape a house fire, so volunteers also help families create a fire escape plan.
It's good to have conversations with everybody in your household. Do people know what to do when that smoke alarm goes off? Do your kids know what that sound means? Do they know the difference between the chirping when your battery is dying versus when that smoke alarm is actually telling you there's danger and you need to get out to your meeting place?
They have more than 90 appointments scheduled with residents of the county, but there are still hundreds more free smoke alarms to be given out. We have a link on our website for how you can sign up.
Well, we're starting with some sunshine this morning, some high clouds off in the distance there. Temperatures in the 30s for most, 33 in Eau Claire, 36 in La Crosse, 37 in Viroqua, some low 20s though in our traditional colder spots north and east. Clouds increase today, wind increases as well, slight chance of showers late this afternoon into this evening, 66 for the high in La Crosse. Another chance of mainly afternoon showers, maybe a thunderstorm tomorrow, and still breezy, 63. Dry Wednesday and Thursday, and then active with periodic chances for rain and some thunderstorms Friday through next weekend.
Thank you, Bill. When you think of animals walking through the streets of Paris, you may think of foxes, ducks, or even Remy from Ratatouille. But what about camels? Over the weekend, camels took to the streets near the Chateau de Vincennes in Paris to celebrate the United Nations, designating this year as the year of the camelids. Other than camels, other camelids include alpacas and llamas. Thanks for starting your morning with us on News 8 Now this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Until then, enjoy your morning.